Hi there, Steve here, back again. Just got back from a hiking trip where we encountered lots of hail, lots of snow, and high winds and rain. Definitely a mixture of days with different weather types. And on this trips, noticed some hikers still doing, even found hikers making very poor decisions. And I thought I'd just capture a few of them. So the background was to this hike. We were hiking into Pine Valley in Tasmania. Dry weather to hike in. Then weather changed to strong winds and rain, about 50 mil to rain. And then the next day was scheduled to have heavy snow with approximately 4 inches of snow, which at the end was correct. So, here are 10 things or 10 mistakes that hikers are still doing when the weather becomes a problem or changes beyond the means of their gear. Number 1, from the top, is making poor decisions when it comes to rain, wind and snow. Number 2, less than adequate rain gear, particularly rain jackets. Appears that most people didn't quite have the right rain jackets. If at all, some people didn't have any. Don't know why. Number 3, wearing down jackets and believing they'll keep you dry and warm in wet conditions. Definitely won't happen. Number 4 would be not wearing weatherproof rain pants, because with the conditions we had, you had to have all wet weather gear, and some people are still not wearing wet weather pants to keep themselves warm with the conditions we had. Number 5, hiking when they should stay. The weather conditions weren't perfect, weren't ideal, but people hiked through some pretty awful conditions without the right gear. Number 6, where there was huts, people were walking past them and making more people at the huts than the huts could contain or manage. Number 7, because of this, top 5 items, people were beginning to panic due to others leaving or staying at the huts where they should not be. And that wasn't on, because people were panicking, and that was a recipe for disaster on this hike. Number 8, not packing for all conditions in the area they were going to. They definitely didn't have the right gear for the hike they were attempting. They definitely didn't have the right gear for the hike they were trying to attempt, even when the weather got bad. Number 9, most of these people would have had to sign a waiver that they had all the right gear. This was obviously not true due to the mistakes they were making. And number 10, not believing or considering the weather forecast to be true, or packing for the right conditions regardless of the weather. Obviously, you can't predict every single weather condition, but you should pack for every single weather condition when you're hiking in remote areas like we were. You don't get a chance to go to the shop and get some new gear. You haven't packed it and you need it, you're going to suffer. Now, that's 10 items. In my books, any one of these 10 items done wrong, poor decisions, would have given you a bad hike. Without a doubt. With the conditions we have, anyone would have done that. But I saw people that may have done at least 5 to 10 of those things wrong on a 10-kilometre hike, because they were definitely not having a good day. And as I found out later, 2 people got chopped out with hypothermia. So they obviously weren't doing or had made at least one of those mistakes whilst hiking on the same track I was. So there you have it. 10 mistakes that hikers were still making on what would seem to be a normal hike. If you thought this was interesting or you would like this video, press the like button, subscribe to my channel because it really helps, and all links to my gear that I hiked with are in the description. Until next time, get out there, go hiking, have fun. Goodbye.